Well, Jamie, you know it's coming very often.
Look, my future will be decided very soon, but it wouldn't be fair on the club and my teammates to obviously speak about that. Clearly, I'm here to talk about this massive game, potentially obviously mine and Curtis's last Melbourne derby for now, and obviously that's my main focus, and we trained hard today and we're looking forward to Sunday.
So you said you haven't decided yet. You won't decide until the City season's done, so you can just focus on the team.
Yeah, correct. It's as a player you always want to have your future sorted, but we're still in the league. Our season's still alive, and we believe that we can go all the way. And I wouldn't be doing any sort of respect to my teammates or anything like that. There's going to be outside noise. I can't control that. The only thing I can control is showing my teammates day to day on the pitch that I'm ready to work for them, put my body on the line, and just Sunday. Look, it's the best fixture in the A-League, and that's something that I will miss.
City have said you're taking an opportunity outside the A-League. What sort of step are you making, and how big a decision was this for you?
Yeah, it will be a big decision, but one that I look back and know that my time here was fantastic. I spent a number of years at Melbourne City, and they gave me so much, and I like to think that I gave them back a fair few as well. So it's been a great relationship. Nothing's broken, nothing's bitter, and we look to try and play 4 more games, and I look to represent this badge for another month.
Is it like the next step in your career? Because obviously we know going overseas can be going for different reasons.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a father now, so when you have a baby that enters the world, it's your mental state shifts, and it's kind of beautiful. So you kind of just think about external things and what will benefit your family, and that's certainly one that's first and foremost at the front of my mind. So I look forward to making that decision, which will be at the end of the year, and I just can't wait to play on Sunday, and hopefully we continue. Not too bad. Actually, I just saw Popper and his staff, Arthur and stuff, just then in the cafe, and got the handshakes nice and early, and the respect's there, obviously, but once you cross the white line, they're trying to stop me, and I'm trying to stop them. It's a cracking fixture, like I said, and I look forward to playing in front of a great crowd. There's nothing better than playing in front of 25,000 and at a place that I love scoring goals in. So bring on Sunday.
Your arrival at City really came at the same time that the club put victory in the shade almost. You've beaten them 7-0, you're scoring 5 goals in a game against them. Do you think that's one of the legacies you'd like to leave for this club, just how much you were able to put past their biggest rivals, Melbourne Victory?
Yeah, possibly, but if you look at the sort of ladder now, Victory on top of us, so if I'm leaving, they're probably leaving on top of us. So, but it comes down to Sunday. It's a one-off game. Results in the past have been, fair to say, a bit boring. So I hope that there's some goals for us on Sunday. And Popper's team's very hard to beat, very hard to play against. He's a super coach, and I've always had challenges against the way he coaches his team. So I won't expect anything less on Sunday. He'll have his charges ready to go, and like I said, we'll train tomorrow, freshen up, and we look to go because we've played 3 on the bounce. We've had 3 wins, so there's confidence throughout the group. But ultimately, it's one-off games, and you need to turn up on the night.
Discussions with your partner band since you decided to make the season. It seems like an exciting next step. It's almost a decision you're making together.
Yeah, without a doubt. It's sometimes you don't even make decisions on yourself. You make decisions as a whole, and like I said, when I had Remy, it changed my whole outlook on life and this game and this sport. So it wasn't easy to have a conversation with her, but at the same time, she supports me. She has for 11 years now, and owe everything. So I really look forward to our next chapter, and but like I said, the next chapter for me starts on Sunday night.
Since you made the decision to leave, have you approached match day differently? Are you starting to get nostalgic, coming out and playing in front of this stadium?
When I kind of knew that I was moving on from City, every game I kind of didn't take for granted. Not that I did, but you kind of soak in more, and you kind of play with a bit more freedom and joy, because it's a great group, and I've had previous groups that were awesome as well, and I love playing in front of this in my hometown, so, and I won't be doing that. So it's it's challenging, but at the same time I know I'm leaving a good legacy at Melbourne City and hopefully the A-Leagues. And like I said, Sunday is going to be a cracker, and I'll give my all. And if it works out, great. If it doesn't, then thank you for everything.
There's not had a moment in the last few weeks, having coffee at your local coffee shop, or your favourite local restaurant, and thinking, oh, maybe I should stay.
I don't get wrapped up in that. It's a short career. Look, these things you don't want to regret not taking opportunities because you want to have a nice pasta down the road or a good coffee. So wherever I'm going, I'm sure I'll find a good place. But look, I also need a new challenge. I think I'd like to think that when I signed for City, I set out these goals, and along the way I've ticked a few that I really wanted to, and there's a few that probably will leave behind. Obviously the Asian Champions League, we didn't get out of the group. That was one thing. Never been up for a Johnny Warren medalist. Not that I'm asking for individual awards, but they're the things that you kind of would try and push for. But in the end, 1 championship and 3 premierships, and we're still alive for potentially another one. So my full focus is on that, and I want to leave a big legacy behind, and good luck to the next strikers that come at the club, because I really want to wish them all the best and take this club forward.
Jamie, clearly family and all of that, the most important factor in this, it sounds like, but Socceroos as well, your next destination could play a large role in determining how you're considered for that. How is that playing into your thinking?
None at all, if I'm honest. To be fair, I understood the Asian Cup omission, and just carried on with my football. If goals come, minutes come, that'll take care of itself. If it doesn't, then obviously I know that I've been at 2 World Cups, been in an Asian Cup, so I can't control what Arnie does, and at the end of the day I just need to keep my head down, focused, just keep my body fit, and in terms of my consideration, it doesn't fall into that.
You were an irreplaceable part of that City team that won the championship, but on grand final day itself you had to watch from hotel quarantine. I think the boys were FaceTiming you after the game so you could join in, but with that in mind, what would actually being able to lift the championship on the pitch, on the dais, mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't put it into words, because I know the crap feeling, I was going to swear there, no, the crap feeling that I felt sitting in a hotel quarantine, watching the boys who had grafted that whole 90 minutes. And look, it's a long way to go. There's still 4 games to even think about holding that trophy. But one thing is for sure is they don't come around very often. And I'd like to think that we dominated an era where we won Premier's plates and got to the grand final, and some grand finals we didn't turn up. And that's something that this club will work on in the future, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks we find ourselves there. But our first hurdle is against a very good Poppers side, and I look forward to the challenge, because if you want to be the best, you have to beat the best, and they certainly have been a great side this year. And it's the first step on Sunday night.
Bruno just gave you a rap. I don't know whether you heard. He didn't even said he never knew to explain why he's so good given the record. Do you have any thoughts on Bruno?
Look, I love the guy. People probably think we have this competition within ourselves, but he's the first guy to message me after a goal, and I'm the first to message him after a goal. Unfortunately, just missed out on a golden boot, but for someone of Bruno's calibre, how well he played this year, and the goals, he scored twice, 4 goals in a game. I know how hard that is to do. So he's a cracking player. Obviously, our City fans will try and give him a bit on Sunday, but he's well loved at Victory now, and he's converted over there, and he's had a fantastic season. And you can see that he's Australian now. He wants to live here. I was just speaking to him now. He wants to find himself a new home in Melbourne, and we're honoured to have him. We really are. So the quality person, quality player, and couldn't speak highly enough of him. And obviously, congratulations to him for getting over 100 goals in the A-Leagues, because there's only 3 that have done it. And yeah.
And your record, any reflections on being the all-time leading goal scorer?
I just hope that there's someone out there that will try and track me down, or has a fire in their belly, whether it's a young kid, Max Caputo, or whatever, who wants to really say, I'm going to take that mantle. But like I said, if I'm leaving this behind, I hope there's a legacy there that, records are there to be broken. When I first started the A-League, Shane Smeltz was on the top. And then as I started to play, then Best took it over. And now here I am. So there's room for improvement for myself also, but I know that there is records there to be broken, and all the best to all the strikers in the future to try and track me down, and I'm sure that one day that someone will.
Is there special connection with you and Bruno in the sense that his departure from Melbourne City, when he was the man, and
Yep.
then you came in and I think pretty clearly became the man after that. Like the way that his departure almost opened the door. I know you were probably destined to go there anyway, but
Yeah.
it seemed to all flow perfectly, I guess, for you to become the guy at City.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a great relationship. I really say that. Obviously, when we cross the white line, it's a little bit different. But before that, he's a great family man. But I joined the Melbourne City, and he was having his issues, and I obviously stepped in whilst he wasn't playing. But at that time, we probably could have played together. But we were both employed by Melbourne City. But yeah, he's a cracking player. Like I said, I can't speak highly enough of him and what he's done for the A-Leagues, and even for Melbourne City, what he's done. He scored some amazing goals and had a very good, fantastic stint. So, yeah, it's going to be a great game. We probably will swap shirts at the end of the full time, and we move on.
A particular highlight from this time at City that stands out from all the moments you had?
I think it's basically just pre-seasons when you look each other in the eye and say we're going again, and we're going again. Everyone's probably going to think, oh, why are you not talking about goals and stuff? But I actually think when you have a special group that work together for such a long time, that you can still see that hunger in their eyes, and that's certainly what we had day one in pre-seasons when they wanted to win Premier's plates back to back. And I've got many highlights, many things, and I'm sure City will put them out in videos in the upcoming days about my favourite moments. But that's certainly one that sticks out is the pre-season times when we really looked each other in the eye and said, it's ours again. So and the hard work had to start again.
Do you think it's realistic that players can make a good living in Australia playing as well as being in the mix with soccer rules? It's been a challenge for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not quite sure what the future will look like, but it's certainly, you're comparing it to Asia and Europe, it's a little bit different, but you can see a lot of foreigners like Tolga Arslan didn't really need to come to Australia and play, but he wanted to come and enjoy a new challenge, and he's had a fantastic career over in Europe. So you can make a good earning, and it is our job. I think people forget sometimes that we have to put food on the table, and that's, as a family man and as a dad, that thing comes first. And basically, we're still playing the game that we love, but it's also our job 9 to 5, and you never switch off, and you go through a lot of heartaches with your body, and waking up in the mornings with sore Achilles and whatnot. So yeah, it's a taxing job, but it's one that's very rewarding, and I hope we can give our fans a special moment on Sunday.
And might you be back eventually here? You're not ruling that out?
No, I'm not ruling it out in any way. At any capacity. I love this league. I came back for a reason, and there's no reason why I wouldn't come back. So, but like I said, I've got a new chapter ahead of me, and I'm looking forward to going there and being successful, and then whatever happens in the future will take care of itself. But yeah, it's one step at a time, and I've got to just keep my eyes on the ball, which is Sunday.
Marquee homecoming to Green Gully in a few years' time?
Potentially, and then as I get older, maybe Sunbury United. So I'll fall down the pecking order. Yeah, look, I've been grateful to have a lot of good people in my life, and Green Gully and Sunbury United are certainly two clubs that hold a special place. And you never know, mate. You never know.